Bradford City Football Club currently sits 7 points away from the top 3 in League 2. And with the FA Cup break on this week for the league teams, I thought I'd use this opportunity to look ahead into the January window. With Bradford City suffering injuries aplenty in the past this season, it's time for reinforcements to make sure that Bradford have a good chance of getting promoted this season. But who do they need? What positions they need to invest in? And which players fit Graham Alexander's side the best? I am the CHALL, and today we're going to give you 3 players that Bradford City must sign. Let's go. He's a methodical and disciplined manager who prioritises defensive organisation and structured build-up play. His approach combines pragmatism with adaptability, tailoring his tactics to the strengths of his squad. His teams often maintain a balanced setup that values defensive solidity while supporting quick transitions to attack. In possession, Alexander prefers his teams to build from the back, using short passes and measured progressions through the thirds. The fullbacks play an essential role in stretching the pitch, while central midfielders provide options for recycling possession. His sides rely on width to create overloads and deliver crosses, particularly if a strong target man is available. Quick combination play in advanced areas is emphasised to exploit gaps in opposition defences. Now, what about out of possession? He typically sets up with a compact defensive structure, often sometimes in a 4-4-2 or 4-3-3 shape. Lines of engagement are set relatively high, but without overly aggressive pressing, focusing instead in maintaining the shape and forcing the opponents wide. He prioritises quick defensive transitions, requiring midfielders to regain the shape and shield the back line efficiently. Counter-pressing is employed selectively, focusing on recovering the ball in dangerous areas. So it's clear from that official description that we put together from scouting the manager's style of play exactly what kind of players he needs. Now, I asked the Bradford fans on Twitter, what positions do you think you need? So in this video, we're going to highlight 3 players. I've gone with a non-experienced right back, a more experienced right back, and also a striker. And believe me, this particular name for a striker came up with quite a few Bradford fans. So without further ado, let's get into my list of 3 players. So when it comes to right backs in a Graham Alexander team, what do they need to be? They need to be energetic, capable of overlapping runs, but also disciplined defensively. Now, I said earlier on that I wanted to have 2 potential options. A more experienced option that you could potentially look on a permanent deal that's got a bit of ambition behind it, could really be a signing that turns a lot of opinions around of the supporters of the chairman in charge. And you also have that non-experienced option, someone who you can loan in for the rest of the season to cover in that role short term, who needs senior game time and a bit of senior experience under his belt. So that's why we've gone with 2 right backs instead of 2 striker options. So for the first right back, I've decided to dip into every Bradford fan's favourite place, the Middlesbrough Academy, and I've decided to select a loan option known as George Gitau. He has the potential to develop into a modern fullback with a balanced approach to attack and defence. His versatility and eligibility for multiple national teams make him an exciting prospect for club and international football. With continued game time at Middlesbrough or either on loan and potential senior level opportunities in either, he could become a regular first team player in the near future, whether that's at Middlesbrough or elsewhere in the Football League or in the football world in general. Known for his ability to surge forward effectively, Gitau provides width and crosses from the right flank. His overlapping runs were key, as seen in Middlesbrough's 3-2 win over Newcastle's under-21s last season, where his contributions were pivotal to maintaining attacking momentum. Despite being an attacking fullback, he's dependable in defensive duels and has showcased moments of composure, such as clearing critical opportunities off the line against Aston Villa's under-21s in a tough outing last season. He's also noted for his tireless movement, covering both ends of the pitch effectively, which is a vital trait in the wing-back role, especially in a Graham Alexander side. He needs to maintain high-level performances across matches, particularly against stronger opponents, as well as needing to improve his physical strength, which could enhance his ability to win duels against robust wingers. Adding goals or assists to his game will also increase his effectiveness in the attack, but his pace, direct energy and power down the channels make him a particularly exciting attack-minded defensive player. Obviously, the main kind of bug here with George Gitau is the fact that he lacks senior experience. This would be his first loan deal. However, those of you Rovers fans watching this will know that he was on my long list before we went through the top 3 right backs or full backs in general in the summer transfer window list. So he's someone that I do personally rate. And I feel like with game time under his belt at Bradford, he could turn into a bit of a fan's favourite. In terms of the potential signing of George Gitau at Bradford City on loan and weighing everything up, I'm going to grade this potential target a B-. I think there is risks attached. However, I do have high hopes that he can attain that potential future potential if this was a player that Bradford City decided to go for. So we've gone through our non-experienced option, but how about someone with a bit more experience under his belt and someone who I think would be taglined under an ambitious signing for the football club? Someone from the Scottish elite, someone who could come into League Two, into the EFL. Would it be a realistic move? Highly likely, highly unlikely. However, if Bradford want to go up, then this is the player you need to go for. And it is Hibernian's right back, Lewis Miller, and he combines physical presence with athleticism, making him effective in defensive and attacking phases. Miller's height and strength allows him to excel in aerial duels and one-on-one defensive situations. And he's also known for his stamina. He frequently makes overlapping runs to support the attacks, and he's also maintaining defensive responsibilities. He's also effective in tackling and intercepting passes and has been reliable at shutting down opposition wingers. Now, he thrives in systems that demand high-energy fullbacks capable of operating in both defensive and advanced roles. His ability to deliver accurate crosses and combine with wingers suits teams employing overlapping fullback strategies. While effective in certain matches, Miller could improve his crossing accuracy sometimes and final third decision making to increase his offensive contributions, and his aggressive tackling sometimes can also lead to unnecessary fouls. However, he could be a very ambitious signing in this position. During last season, he played 30 games across all competitions, contributing 2 goals and assisting in key moments, highlighting his attacking capabilities from a defensive position. And I feel that Lewis Miller could be the #1 target if Bradford decide to stop all the books and go all in on this Australian player. Let's finally look at a striker. It's clear that Andy Cook needs a partner or just even some competition. And one name definitely came up in the comments more than anything, and that is the star man for York City. Mr. Ollie Pearce, come on down. The price is right. Ollie Pearce thrives in systems that prioritise high pressing and quick transitions, which Graham Alexander's side do in terms of the pressing game. He is well suited to a team exploiting counter-attacking football, but is adaptable to possession-based setups due to his ability to exploit spaces. At York City, Ollie Pearce has been integral to the team's attack, contributing regularly with goals and assists, and has the ability to perform in high-stakes situations that's made him a fan favourite and consistent performer in the Vanarama National League. He is making a significant impact after joining York City from Worthing, where he enjoyed a prolific spell. Named York City's Player of the Month in October, scoring 6 goals and providing 2 assists across multiple matches, including braces against Ebbsfleet and decisive contributions against Barnet and Halifax Town. Pearce excels in one-on-one situations and possesses the ability to score from inside and outside the box. He demonstrates proficiency in direct free kicks, as shown in his strike against Yeovil Town, and he also makes intelligent runs and positions himself well to allow himself to exploit defensive gaps effectively. While dominant in non-league football, his ability to perform consistently in higher divisions remains untested, but could do well in the English Football League if he can adapt well to the style of League Two. But his physicality on occasions may halt his development in a higher league, as he relies more on technical ability and movement, which potentially makes him less effective against highly physical defences. Pearce's skill set would suit a side that emphasises possession-based football with an emphasis on quick transitions and high pressing. His versatility allows him to play as a central striker or in a supporting forward role, making him a highly regarded experienced option either up front as the sole striker or in a partnership with Bradford cult legend Andy Cook. Ollie Pearce is the main man on every Christmas list in Bradford. It seems like every Bradford fan is hoping they've been nice and not naughty this year, as Santa Claus needs to deliver them a top striker from the division below with the energy that Andy Cook can thrive off. A partner like that alongside Andy Cook will give Bradford the goals to fire up the table and get themselves in contention for a promotion challenge this season. In terms of this signing, I'm going to grade it an A-. The reason why I go A- is because he's still untested in the EFL, so there is always that risk of the step up in quality potentially being too much for a striker like Ollie Pearce. Even for the amount of goals he's scored in the division below, it may not be enough. However, with his quality this season, I see no reason why he can't step up early and do the job in League 2 and help Bradford get into the third tier of English football after so many years in League 2. So those are 3 players that I think Bradford City must sign. But who do you think they should sign? Comment down below and I'll reply to your comments. Thank you very much. I'm the CHALL. Ta-ra for now, and that is full time.